Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Hello and welcome back to Tim Friend. It is once again time for us to enter the darkest dungeon, but this time we're gonna be doing it a little. I mean, you can fucking see it. You're literate, right? I see you looking at the bottom of the YouTube video saying, "Hey, that's kind of a long YouTube video. That's not the darkest dungeon I knew from all 7 episodes I've seen before. This is an entirely new experience." And I say to you, yes, I say it's true. Today we are trying out. We are trying our best. We are seeing what it's like. I don't want to use Guyot. Get out of here, Guyot. Get in there, Russell. You in. I'm remembering the controls. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry, Sunshine. I have not played Darkest Dungeon since the day I played it last. But it's okay. It's a turn-based strategy game. What are they gonna do? Punish me heavily? What is this? A short one? So we're going to go right down into it. We've switched to the half an hour episode length, sort of taking up the spot that Fire Emblem Three Houses took before. But it's because, I don't know, it felt weird doing Darkest Dungeon in the 10-minute episode slot, because it was very like, well, if I do anything longer than a short mission, then it's going to be multiple episodes, and I don't know. It feels weird. It's hard for me to save and quit in like the middle of a dungeon. I'm completing 100% of room battles. Okay, so my objective is complete 100% of room battles. You can see here on the minimap, we've got a curio with a room battle and a room battle with treasure from our very generous scouting. However, this could also be a battle. And I don't want to go through here and then all the way back. I want to go through here and then all the way back because these two are fucking empty. So I'm going to go to this room first just in case. This is Darkest Dungeon and sometimes it's just going to fuck you and you don't want to. I don't want to have to go through all this while also wounded and stressed. Let's look at these books with our highwayman. Oop. See, that fucking shit is great. If you read those books and it gives you a good quirk, that's nice shit. The best is when you look at a curio and it's like, oh yeah, let me get rid of a negative quirk for you. God, it makes me so excited to see. Okay, I think on this we're going to go for the cultist acolyte and back. I'm actually might be better at this game when I'm talking about what I'm doing. Hopefully that does not strike me in the back as the most delicious hubris, but when I give myself time to just kind of think about what I'm doing and like analyze what the best play is, maybe I'll be doing better. The reason I went for the acolyte first is because it did stress damage, which while I can heal stress damage, I'm much better at healing physical HP woundy type damage. You know, health damage. Fuck, what's health? I'm much better at healing health, okay? Don't worry about it. So I'd rather not take stress where I can. Here's a trap. Disarm that shit. Gets rid of most of Dismas's stress. The reason I'm not lighting the torch is because I already know that there's a lot of empty space so far. Shit. Well, that's what happens sometimes when you go in a confessional booth at yeah, we can just take that shit. It's what happens when you go in a confessional booth. Sometimes you remember about how bad of a person you are and you feel bad. Let's light that torch and light that torch and open this shit. Hopefully it's a room battle and I didn't just waste my time. Or, you know what? I'd be fine if it was a room battle. I'm fine if it's not a room battle. Fuck. Okay. One thing I forgot. Because we only, like, our roster is so limited. We've got Reynaud and Dismas, right? They're sort of our two frontliners. Everyone else we've gotten has been a backliner. Well, waste of fucking time, but we got stuff out of it. Whoop! Yeah, see, sometimes when you go back into corridors that you've been in before, it spawns traps. Reynaud has a tapeworm. I know. Gross, Reynaud. You should go to a doctor. And I would love to send him to a doctor. But the only problem with sending him to a doctor is that he would be stuck in the doctor's office. Big old air quotes around the term doctor's office there. He'd be stuck in there for this mission. And then I'd be, like, running around with the glass cannon crew I guess I could have tried running it with like 2 healers, but then I'd be lacking in damage and sort of tankiness. Not that Reynold ever actually like draws fire to him or anything like that, but it's nice to have someone up front who's with just a bucket load of HP. And does he have protection? He doesn't, but he will get protection eventually. He'll have just actual damage reduction on him, and it's so nice. It's so nice to have someone you know won't die, and so you can put them in places where they're gonna get hurt. This is really helpful for stuff like boss battles, where like there's one boss where he'll just like point at some space and be like, I'm gonna fuck up this square. It's gonna get totally effed, and then you can be like, all right, Reynold, shift back 1 so you can endure that as best you can, and then we can heal you because you're gonna be taking damage in a more efficient way. This is an interesting fight. We've got a bone defender and a bone arbalist. Both of them are at 15 HP. I'm going to be attacking the arbalist. I wanted to clear out that middle one first, just to get rid of some shit. Just to get rid of an action on their jam. Because every action I get rid of means they're more affected by stuns. And then get rid of the arbalist, because they can hit like the whole thing. I am generally more afraid of the arbalist than the defender. Defender is admittedly a very tanky man, he said as he fucking obliterated him with point-blank shot. It's true, though. He's a very tanky man. He's got some protection, and he's got more HP than the average bonesman. Yeah, so let's collect ourselves and go inside. But the bone defender also doesn't do as much damage. Did I bring a Skeleman key? I didn't bring a fucking Skeleman key. That's how you can tell I'm out of practice. I've got to bring the Skeleman key. So what that madman just did was yell at everyone. He tried to inflict horror. Horror being a stress over time debuff. So it's like bleed, but for stress, which is fucked up, honestly. They can just fucking pile up the stress, those madmen. As it should when someone just yells at you a lot in a dungeon. I do like imagining it as like a D&D monster, or it's just like you've come across a guy. What's he do? Well, he yells at you, okay, and you don't like it. He yells at you, and you feel sad about it. You take psychic damage. But yeah, so the Bone Defender's Axe Blade attack, I don't know the actual stats on it. I'm going to be totally for reals with you. But it feels in my heart, it feels like it does less damage than the Bone Arbalist's thing jam. Okay, what should I do here? If I heal stress, the only one who's really stressing is Reynold. If I go for the throat or whatever the fuck it's Hound's Rush, sorry, Dogmancer, Dog Blast. It's Dog Blast. Now I do want to heal Dismas. This guy needs some health. He got effed up pretty hard. And then should I just let's try to clear out some corpses, because Reynaud can't get back there anyway. That's the nice stuff. It's getting Dismas first. I'm worried because if it's a stress causer like that Bone Cotier, or it's a locked sarcophagus, I'm just gonna fucking ignore it. I didn't bring a key. You know what? That's on me. I blew it. I fucked that one. Oh, that symbol just means it's a battle with no treasure at all. Ding darn it. Read this book. Read this whole pile of books. You got stressed. Well, son of a bitch, that's a lot of stress. Okay, well, the light went down, but they did get surprised at the exact same time. I'm okay with it. Let's cast Dog at the spider. I hate the spiders so much. And then cast Knife, our Knifeomancer. We've got just a party full of wizards. We got a Dogiomancer, a Clericomancer, a Swordomancer, and a Knifeomancer. I don't remember which ones I said and didn't say. But party of wizards. Ha ha ha. Fun joke. Remember how I was making that joke relentlessly in the first 7 episodes of Darkest Dungeon? Call him Dogiomancer? Well, I still think it's hilarious. God damn, these books are so stressful. Reading is hard. Maybe my characters have a really low, maybe they're only reading at like a 3rd grade level or something like that. Maybe they didn't do so great at reading in school. They still gotta sound out the words, you know. They're trying their best, but it's just, and then they have to read. I mean, that's the real thing. They have to read in front of everyone else in the party, and you know that's embarrassing. It's like when you're doing popcorn reading, and you know the people who did not read very good. Sorry, if you don't know what popcorn reading is, maybe you should have gone to my high school, where we'd be like reading a book aloud, and you would just be like, "Hey, this person, read until I tell you to someone else to read it." Oh, what's her? Ooh. Okay. So, popcorn reading, right? It's reading. It's like Russian reading roulette. That's what it is. And if you didn't feel confident in your reading aloud skills, then it was basically like shame Russian roulette, which is kind of a bummer. But I always felt confident in it, but I felt pity for those who did not. But did not do anything to help them, because that would be quite a cause of social anxiety for me. Anyway. My cleric, my Vestal, got a crit with her judgment ability. Please stun. And whenever anyone on my party gets a crit, they get a class-specific buff. So when the Vestal gets a crit, she gets plus 25% to her healing skill. So her next heal will be 3 instead of 2s, or it might have been 4s instead of 3s, which doesn't seem like, I mean, I don't know. When it comes down to you having 25 HP, the difference between 3 and 4 HP or 2 and 3 HP is marked. It's noticeable. Here in the Darkest Dungeon, we take everything we can get. That's an unlocked strongbox. We just crack that bunch open. Get a torch? Hell yeah. And a bust? You know we're going to use that bust. Light this torch. The promise of safety. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, I see that curio in the distance. There is... No, I shouldn't. I'm tempted to do it just so you guys can see it, because it's awesome in design. But I'm at a point where I can be just entirely boned if I lose my frontliner party members. So that curio back there, or find these maggots basically on autopilot. Not even a deal. Not even a deal right now. Bonk. Hit with sword. Get out of here. The deal with this thing is, you can, the Shambler's Altar. The sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place a torch if you crave the void. So if you put a torch in there, you fight a boss. Just like, straight up a boss. And it's like a horrible fucking Eldritch monster from beyond the veil. And it like grabbles on you with its tentacles and summons these little grosser tentacles and puts bleed and blight or whatever the fuck on you, and it sucks. It's quite difficult. It is rare as the time where I will see it and be like, huh, well, maybe now would be a good time to fight the Shambler. There's rarely a good time to fight the Shambler unless you happen to have a party where it's like this I can do. This party's like resistant to debuffs, or like a way to be like, all right, I can handle the Shambler is if you're very low on stress already. Ooh, got that cultist acolyte just to within bleed death distance. Bleed death damage distance? It's Kingdom Hearts bleed death distance. That's a joke for like 3 people. That's not true. Kingdom Hearts is popular, isn't it? I just don't know a lot of people who've played it, but that seems like my fault. Oh, Bourneville. Oh, you're selfish. You and your dog, huh? Our loyalty deserves a larger share. Yeah, he's afflicted. So this is what happens when you get under stress. You get an affliction. So he's selfish, which, if we had further to go in this dungeon, might do something. But since we don't, I think we'll mostly be okay. You'll see what it means when it comes to his turn. He'll probably just shout something and then do his turn normally. Maybe cause some stress to everyone. Oh, no, it's just a thing. God damn it, Bourneville. Why you gotta blow it so bad? Gotta let Dismas roll up and stab a Skeleman to death. Even though traditionally, Skelemans are very difficult to stab to death. Okay, so an affliction, like, maybe they would be like, every time we got treasure, he'd be like, nah, I want the treasure, or something like that. And then that would cause stress to everyone else, and it'd be a huge fucking bummer to go through a dungeon like that. But getting selfish right there at the last fight, that's mostly fine. The problem is that he'll still have all that stress and still have selfish if we don't give him some stress heals before he goes back into battle. Don't love that light sensitive one. Beast Hater is pretty nice. Just getting less stress and more damage versus Beast, and Beast will show up pretty much everywhere too. Warrior of Light, that's great, even though Russell doesn't really do damage. And Eagle Eye, 5% crit to range skills. I can't remember if Dogomancy is melee or ranged. I'm pretty sure it's ranged, because he's casting dog spells at people. Okay. Please. Okay, that's... You know what? That'll do. A leper. And an antiquarian. Oh, the antiquarian. I'm so excited for the antiquarian. Okay, first, Reynaud, have them pull that tapeworm out of your digestive system. Bourneville, he's already manic for money. That's so great. Let's have you go to the brothel. Just indulge. It's really terrifying when you have to shout that aggressively. Who are we going to use for the next one? I'm thinking we use Touché, Bersigny, Dismas, and Guyot. So that means we can put Russell in the Abbey. Just clear up a little bit of the stress on there. I do want to throw Touché. I'm gonna joke about that shit a lot. Touché into the guild so we can get some different attacks on him. Which is the one? Okay, Purge and Hue and Chop are the the default ones that I like for lepers. Yeah, leper's a whole class. It's pretty fucking wild. So this one gives him a bunch of resistances, including damage resist, and then marks himself. So he becomes just a pretty good tank if he does that. But I'm gonna do Solemnity, where he can heal himself and heal stress as well. It's not amazing, but since he can basically only do stuff to the first 2 ranks, gives him something to do if there's just a bunch of corpses in his way. But he also has the ability to clear a bunch of corpses. So the leper's whole deal is that he does a shit ton of damage with very low accuracy, which makes him one of the more frustrating heroes to use. So he's got Chop. So his accuracy base is 75, but Chop here just does flat damage of 8 to 16. That's high. That's like fucking point blank shot from Dismas. He's just less accurate with it. Hugh does 50% damage, but it'll hit both of the front rankers. It's a bit like the Zealous Accusation, whatever Reynaud's ability where he holds up a bit of parchment and yells at you. But the leper has a higher damage base. Purge is a knockback 3 against the first rank. So if they got a full party, you can bonk that bonch right to the back. It also clears all the corpses and buffs himself to give him +5 accuracy, which is fucking key. Using Purge round 1 is a very common play with the leper. And then Solemnity heals himself for 6 and a little bit of stress as well. It's not a bad heal, if only it was more. Now Bersigny is an antiquarian, and the antiquarian sucks. Very low damage, lowish HP, pretty good dodge, whatever speed, whatever crit, whatever accuracy. All their abilities, you'll see, are hot garbage. I shouldn't say that. Not all of them. Invigorating Vigors buffs the whole party's dodge, which is pretty sweet, because it also stacks. So you can make a pretty elusive party. Fortifying Vapors kind of blows. It's like one of the worst heals. It heals a target. Yeah. Pretty crazy. This heals 5 to 6 at rank 2, and it heals 1 to 1. How much is going to heal? 1. And plus 10% bleed and blight resist is nothing. Get Down buffs himself, or herself, with dodge and speed, and then moves them back. Festering Vapors is a very slight blight skill, but it does decrease their blight resist, so it can be okay sometimes. And Nervous Stab is just their shitty stab. Protect Me can be good, because it gives someone dodge and protect and marks them and forces them to be guarded, or to guard Bersigny. So what I'm going to do, hopefully that wasn't too fucking confusing. Excuse me. That was awful. I'm going to throw him into the guild. Bersigny. Now, why would I use Bersini? I just got done telling you about how fucking hot garbage they are. Well, it's very simple. The answer is because they give you extra cash, baby. They give you so much money. Oh my god. It's a ridiculous amount of money that you can get with an antiquarian because they know where to look for the cool stuff. I know. It's wild. Ooh, let's sell some shit. How do I sell? Hold shift. There we go. Video games, man. They've got all these weird controls. I don't know how to deal with it. Fuck that cleansing eye patch piece of shit. Reynald, you can have the Paralyzer's Crest. That's great. Yeah, and also have the Stun Stone. So now you'll stun people for days with that stun ability of yours. Though, having it on Ravenant would be good because he's got that double stun. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Take it off. I wish it was just like one click, make it go aways, but it's apparently not. And Dismas, we just got this fun new Drifter's buckle. It gives him +4 dodge, which that's the most important part about it. All right, let's get this train wreck rolling. Ugh, that is a very good piece of equipment for the Abomination that we don't have. The Abomination being another class. There's a lot of very fun classes in this game, like Abomination, Antiquarian, very silly, Occultist, very good. I love it very much. Where should we go? Should we try the Cove? Should we? Ooh. We should check out to see what our fun crest. Okay, so we need portraits. We need busts, I believe. We need busts. No, we need portraits and deeds for the Guild and the Blacksmith. We need Hama. We need deeds. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to upgrade our roster, unfortunately. And we're gonna need to increase our stagecoach network. As loath as I am to do it, we're just so low on frontliners that it's we need it. We need to do it. We could go back and fight some Skelemans, but you know what? Let's go to the fucking Cove, baby. We haven't been there yet. I want to see it. I know what's in there, but I want to see it again. Custodian Crew. We even got a cool name. All right. Shovel. 12 units of food. 12. 8 torches. What are we doing? What's the mission? I don't remember it. Well, we'll figure it out. Let's see. Sometimes there's a dead fish here. So I'm going to bring... Oh, I already have the medicinal herbs. Sometimes there is also a shrine, but I don't think the holy water does anything. Okay. The Cove is some fucking... This is like the H.P. Lovecraft zone. No H.P. Lovecraft shit. This is very clearly based on it. On the sort of Cthulhu mythos. You may have heard of Cthulhu, even if you haven't heard of H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft, one of my favorite authors, except for the fact that he's a massive racist. Oh, it's true. It's very unfortunately true. I'm just getting effed. I can't believe how much just happened to me. Okay, so I found a treasure chest. Fucking wanted to open it, but fucking Gaiet is like, oh man, what if I looked inside it instead? Whoops, it's trapped. I can't believe it. And then an actual trap just hits me. Fuck you, Gaiet. Let's have a fight. Well, that's not exciting. I've seen all these motherfuckers before. These are just brigands. I know what this shit is. Let's stab the one in back. Why did I... Like, that became let's stab the men in black, which is, you know, I have no desire to stab the men in black, everybody. Just, you know, FYI. I did remember to teach Gaiet Demon's Pull, so we can pull that guy to the front and get a nice little... I forgot to put Touche in front. Oh no, it's that blasted Dismas. Dismas is in front, and I forgot to change the abilities on Bersini. Well, let's do Invigorating Vapors. So, a totally viable play with Bersini, or with Antiquarians in general, is to just fucking spam Invigorating Vapors. Do love that riposte. Holy shit, that was so much free damage. Oh my god, and slice and dice? Yeah, fucking come at me, idiot! Oh my god, I'm murdering you! What about you? You want to do it too? I love it. Though I don't love how many crits you guys are getting. And in fact, most of my people are now at half health. So if you could find it within your heart to stop doing that. Boom! Look at that heal. Back to full, baby. Pow! Get out of town. What about you? Nope. Okay, you're just gonna shank the leper? That's rude. He's already losing body parts under there. Yeah, you're bleeding. I know, buddy. Heal yourself a little bit, huh? Why don't you just friggin' pray about it, huh? Whatever your name is. How could I forget? It's Touche. Well. Boom. Got him for one. Healed him for one, son. Yeah, that's the way. I like it. God damn you, why you gotta roll low. You know it. Oh, the lowest conceivable roll. And the bleed. Oh, go GFY yourself, game. I'm just using all my fucking turns to heal these nerds. But the riposte gets the kill anyway. So see this minor antique. That shit only happens when you're looting stuff either with the antique directly. So like, if we look at this, that's an antique. Everything gives minor antiques, and sometimes, very rarely, is a rare drop for major antiques, which sell for $1 billion gajillion. They also stack like crazy. Like I think you can have 20 minor antiques in a single stack, which is a lot. It's a lot of them, and that's awesome. Okay, 8 health. That's more than 0. I don't love the bleed, but I'll endure the bleed. Oh, shit. Touche indeed. Ooh, his crit bonus is accuracy. Oh, that's so kind of you, video game. Oh, Darkest Dungeon, you shouldn't have. That's so nice. Blow him away. Bigger the beast, the greater the glory. Indeed, I agree with you. I don't love how much damage I'm taking. We've only run into fucking bandits. Like the one thing we can find here that everyone's fucking seen already. Yeah, look at this HP Lovecraft shit. You're gonna go nuts. All these enemies are so weird. Okay, so it is everything we've seen so far is something we've seen before. It's not that interesting so far, but I promise there's wild shit in here. It's gonna happen. Christ, I cannot keep up with the amount of damage that is coming at me. It's these bleeds. It's these blids. I can't handle the blids. I'm healing myself as best I can, trying to stanch these bleeds. Stop critting. I need you to stop doing that. For me. Stop doing it for me. Just no more. No crits. And he goes first. Oh, no. Well, alright, great. I'll blow away his corpse. Now he's up front. Ooh. Now, I could try to pull him up front. But no. I'm gonna heal. I just gotta keep pumping heals into people. And then the riposte. Nice. Baby, get out of here. I don't know. I keep saying baby. I got it from a fucking podcast I listen to. Don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. Let's open this clam. It's an oyster. It slams shut, and it gives me another bleed. So now my fucking antiquarian's gonna take 9 damage. It feels great. I love it. I'm just gonna scarf down some food real quick on the leper, because he needs that health. Alright, what do we got? Good thing I brought a fucking shovel. This one's just part of a boat, which I think is funny. Yes. Use shovel on boat. It's a point-click adventure game. Easy. See? Dead fish. I told you. Use the medicinal herbs. Turns it into a bunch of fucking treasure, including one of them are antiques. One of them are antiques. Sometimes I crack myself up. This room is empty. No need to torch. What the fuck am I doing? 100% of room battles. Fuck. Okay. Oh, fuck you and your boat. This is gonna do so much dang stress to me. Great. Yes, I love it. Antiquer. Let's go antiquing. Hell yeah. And each one of them is 500. It's like getting another 500 gold per loot. Per successful. Hey! A fishman. A single fucking fishman and then 2 regular ass cultists. Why? Why do you do this to me, Gabe? I had it set up. I was bragging about it so much. But it is a fishman. It's a real live fish man. This motherfucker is so excited to get rid of his goddamn blood. He hates having blood in his body. Touche. He just wants all of his blood out of it. He's like, oh man, this blood. Yup, and another fucking bleed stack. My goodness, I don't know if he's ever resisted the bleed, and you know what? I'm of the opinion that he does not want to resist bleeds. He's encouraging them. He's like, oh, hell yeah. Bleed? You gonna bleed me, dude? I love that shit. Yeah, rend my flesh. I want to get that nasty fluid out of here. So this fish man, you'll see his resistances. They're very weak to stun. They're very weak to blight. They're quite resistant to bleed. Which at first I thought was weird, but in the tooltip it's like, because of their naturally tough hide. Fuck you. Fuck you! I just rolled for 3. I just put 3 damage on Touche instead of healing him. A brilliant confluence! I crit healed him for 1! Fuck this game. Alright, yeah, fucking heal yourself, Jesus. You know, this warlock's not gonna do it. This fucking dumbass occultist. Now that is the sauce right there. That was the fucking Vichy Soisse. Is that how you pronounce it? It's spelled Vichysoisse. Vichy Soisse? I don't know. Vicky. It's Vicky sauce. Ugh. I grossed myself out with that one. Alright, let's go into this door. I'm really open. Okay. Now it's Fishman. This is all new. I mean, we've seen this friend before. He's the acolyte, the bone courtier. The reason he's different is because his ability Stress Wave sometimes will hit its target and an adjacent target. Bersini, you're already at death's door. So when someone goes down to 0 HP, they're not insta-dead, which is polite. It's very polite. They're just at death's door, which means they're debuffed, and every time they get hit, they have a chance to die. If you heal them up, then they're fine. As long as they're not at 0, they can't die. But once they get to 0, then it opens the possibility. I was really hoping that would roll high and one-shot that jelly man. Let's purge. Let's knock this motherfucker to the back, because I don't think he can do much from the back. Let's... yeah, gotta... Now you'll fucking roll high on the person who barely needs it at all. And then let's start buffing this dodge. This is shaping up to be a long fight. So we got the stress fish, then we got fish tank. See, he's got a shield. Pretty easy to determine whether he's kind of tanky. Fuck you. He'll also heal. He doesn't do as much strain damage as everyone else, as all the other strainers do. Fuck. Everything. That miss. The jellyfish is like a beast. It's sort of like the maggots that we saw in the ruins. It tries to stun you and put a bleed on you. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, doesn't have a whole lot of health. It's just kind of annoying. These fuckers, the pelagic groupers, these are kind of, like you'll see like the skelemans with swords. These are kind of that. They're just like the best versions of that, in my opinion. They just do a really fucking good job at it. They can hit from anywhere. They're slightly worse in the back rows, but honestly, they're good enough that it can be very frustrating to fight them. Like a total... There are some sort of fight layouts where it's just 4 of those soldiers, and they're all just wailing on you the whole time, and it's brutal, man. They're tough. All right. We're stabilizing. We're getting high rolls with the occultist. We're getting our health back. We're dodging. We're getting the fucking... He's using Call the Deep. That's a buff. That's annoying. Yeah, it gives him plus 25% damage. These motherfuckers are the best buffers. Please, just buff my dodge forever. Now we're at plus 9% dodge on everyone. It's fantastical. I love it. Love to see it. Smite this fish man. Thank you. Very good indeed. Also, this guy sort of, instead of, like, the Bone Defender has, I think, like a guard ability, and then I believe he's got a... Like, he's got dead weight where he does a shield bash on you. And then he's also got, let's see, Axe Blade, which is just like a normal hit. This guy's got Barnacle Barrier, which buffs and guards a target. And also he's got Octocestus. I think those are his only 2 attacks. But Octocestus can put a bleed on you. Wow, I crit for 4. Fucking amazing. At least he didn't bleed him. Now he's just gonna get murdered. Well, riposte. We're fine. We're fine. We're all just fine. We're gonna wait till someone else clears out these corpses and keep healing up. Yeah, Octocestus. Octocestus is annoying because of the bleed, but other than that, these guys are pretty much chumps. They do have 25 health, which is, like, I think the Bone Defender at 15, which just sucks. the Pelagic Defender, or Pelagic Guardian, having so much HP is fucking brutal. Just gotta get this motherfucker off of death's door. Alright, well, at least now he's not gonna die of bleedering. Not gonna die of a bleederang. Yeah, keep buffing that dodge. We're at +6 dodge now. Yeah, so you can only really get it, like, it stacks up to +9, but then, like, the first one wears off, and so you have to sort of refresh it to make sure you're still always at +9% dodge. Oh my gosh, we're way over time. All right, next time on Tim Friend, we'll finish up this mission and go on another one. We'll have a wonderful time. Dismas will absolutely survive. This is not karma. Bye, everybody.
We're Tim Friend.